Hey guys, welcome to Momentum for Life TV. I'm Ed Hale and this is Clodagh Higgins. Clodagh is our magnificent, where are you Clodagh? Our
online marketing
manager.
Part-time.
And now a very, very good friend of Leah and myself. And Clodagh's come to us and had the most amazing transformation since starting at Momentum for Life. Can you tell us a little bit about it, Clodagh?
Yeah, I will, thanks. I've started training with you guys about 8 weeks ago, and probably at that time was doing very little exercise. I've been a boot camp junkie for 18 months, maybe 5-6 years ago, and then I did yoga for 18 months, probably a year or so after that. I used to do gymnastics as a kid, and so I like doing the yoga because I'm flexible. But then since then I hadn't really done anything and kind of was overindulging in food and some drinks and really not exercising. So when I got here I was pretty much ready for a
transformation.
Yeah.
So tell us about your training and how it differs from boot camp and what you've experienced in the past.
Yeah, so my previous regime has always been go hard or go home. You know, I always get a sweat. It's about pushing myself, cardio. We're very lucky I never got any injuries, but it was always like 90 minutes of really intense cardio, and if I wasn't a mess afterwards, I felt that I hadn't exercised properly. The same with the yoga. It was hot yoga, it was really intense, and I always felt you know, pretty drained afterwards, pretty exhausted. And usually I've never had, I'm either always doing something or I'm never doing anything. I don't have any kind of balance on what I do. And
so you're training here with me in the gym. Clodagh's training with me 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So can you explain a bit about the training that we do?
Yeah, it's just so different using, like, it's almost like, I describe it like Pilates with strength to people. So you're using these tiny little movements that you think have no impact at all until the next day you go to get out of the car and you go, wow, that really hurts. So I feel energized leaving here. Like, I can come in and go out, I have a little bit of sweat, but it's mainly like I feel invigorated and like alive instead of exhausted and drained and kind of hammered. But all the exercises have been about giving me some strength. As flexible as I've been, I can't hold my own body weight. So learning how to hold my own body weight and tighten and strengthen has been really, really good. Yeah.
Good. So you're enjoying using Swiss balls and exercising functionally as opposed to working with equipment.
Yeah, I've never worked with equipment before, so that's been really good.
Good. And what about your experience with how we eat and how we actually carry out our lifestyle as well?
Well, that was the other big eye opener. Was I've always believed in certain things like no fat. You know, cutting out sugar and carbs and things like that were always a norm, but then there was no sugar, whereas I've learned how to make organic chocolate thanks to spending time with Leila and yourself and watching how you prepare food in the slow cooker in the morning, which I just love slow cookers. That's your lunch. There might be some left over for dinner the next day or whatever. But for me, it always seemed to be really hard and really expensive. And what I've learned with working with you guys is that it isn't hard. It's quite easy. And it isn't as expensive as you think it is when you break things down and you're organized and you're buying things in advance. And yeah, it's now been, I would say, well, it's been 1 week where I've been solely properly on the cleanse and organic fruit and veg, and I felt amazing. Apart from some leg aches in the first week, every day I feel stronger and healthier, and I think my workouts are getting stronger and better as well.
Clodagh's becoming a lot more aware of how she holds herself, and she's developing some really great strengths now. Over the first 4 to 6 weeks, we actually work with Clodagh to balance you out. You know, we get people in here and we initially carry out a postural and a movement assessment. So we look at you and we look at your system and we look at where you need to be balanced out. And once we have you back in balance, then we actually look to start really ramping up your training and looking to build strength from a more balanced position, which you're effectively more effective and more efficient at moving and building strength from that position of balance. So
Yeah, so I kind of feel like almost halfway there. Like I've got another 5 weeks on the cleanse, and I'm really looking forward to that. So that's no alcohol, no coffee, no sugar, and ease and learning all these new ways of eating. And for me, it's been the first time where I've actually balanced. I'm not extremely doing anything. I'm not doing a 40-day challenge, or I'm just living my life, having lots of energy and learning new things and learning new stuff every day, which is awesome. So yeah, thanks for everything that you guys have done.
Not a problem, Clodagh. We've had a lot of good fun, and we're actually going to keep you guys posted on Clodagh's journey and her experience with us. So we'll be tuning in the coming weeks to let you know where Clodagh's at with us on her journey. So we look forward to tuning in with you soon.